Let's go ahead and take a look at our problem of the day. Read it along with me. Ruth is wrapping a present with the ribbon below. She needs exactly 6 1/4 inches of ribbon. Measure using your ruler and draw a line to show where she needs to cut. Now we have been using paper rulers that have whole inches and we have partitioned into quarter inches. We have been using broken rulers that have quarter-inch intervals. Today we're going to be using what's called a standard ruler. Here's my standard ruler. What do you notice about this ruler? Go ahead and say it out loud. That's right. This ruler has more intervals between the whole inches. This is what we call a standard ruler. Standard rulers have more intervals between the holes so that we can measure even more precisely. That means we can be even more accurate with our measurements. Over the past few lessons, we have been using pictures of rulers with only intervals up to fourths. Today, we will use real rulers or pictures of real rulers to measure to the quarter inch. So because we're going to use this ruler today, I'm going to go ahead and use this ruler to measure Ruth's ribbon. I want to make sure that my ruler is in the right spot. So how can we find 6 1/4 inches? We might remember from previous units, both in second grade and already in third grade, that we need to line up the ruler with the end point of the object to the 0 line on the ruler. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use a little bit of tape to hold this ruler down so that it doesn't move. So I'm going to line up the ruler with the 0 point, and I'm going to go ahead and tape it down so that it doesn't move because it's a paper ruler. Now, I know that we need 6 whole inches. So I'm going to count until I get to 6 holes. Count with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to mark that so that I know that we need 6 holes. I remember that from my problem up above. Now we need to find 1/4. How do we find 1/4? Say it out loud if you remember. That's right. Because we need 1/4, we need the whole to be partitioned into 4 equal parts. To get 4 equal parts, first we need to find the half mark. So let's mark that on our ruler. 1/2. Then I need to split each half into another half to represent 1/4 and 3/4. 1/4. And between 6 1/2 and 7, we have 3/4. So when we are working with a standard ruler, we need to think, where is the half? Once we find the half, we need to half each half to create the 1/4 and the 3/4. Let's see. What do you notice about the quarter inch marks? Say it to your screen. That's right. The quarter inch marks are longer than these smaller intervals. And the half inch mark is even longer than the quarter inch marks. So when you're working with paper rulers, you can label each of these intervals to make them easier to see, just like we have done here. So let's go back to our problem now that we've marked our ruler and make sure that we can solve it correctly. She needs exactly 6 1/4 inches of ribbon. We need to measure using our ruler and draw a line to show where she needs to cut. So here we have 6. We need 6 1/4. That would be right here. So let's go ahead and mark where she needs to cut. We did it. Give yourself a pat on the back. So what do we need to remember? This is a standard ruler. Say it to your screen. Standard ruler. Standard rulers have many intervals in between each hole so that we can be more precise. In today's lesson, we're measuring to the nearest quarter inch. So your thinking question today, and your key point you need to remember is, you need to think, where is the half? We found the half because it was halfway between the 6 and the 7. We also found the half because the half mark is longer than the quarter inch marks, but not as long as the whole inch marks. Once you find the half, then you can half each half to make 1/4 and 3/4, just like we did on our example. Great job!